Hello, everybody. We have a great show for you tonight. I'm sorry it's so late at night tonight. I usually try to go live earlier in the day, but I sort of got distracted by some other things. So we're doing it at like 9:30 instead of 8:20. But I'll try to go live earlier in the future. So this video went viral, and it was a video by Chesla Handler. I don't know how to pronounce names, but I don't know. I don't follow celebrities or like comedy shows at all. So I'm like know nothing about that. Like an old man with technology, like a boomer with technology. But she made this video, and it was what life is like without kids, and it went viral, and I'm sure you guys have all seen it by now. You've all heard of it by now because every conservative and their mother made a video about it. But it goes on to say how great um being a childless woman is, and how much fun it is. But it's videos like these that are responsible for the terrible racial demographics. Well, there's a lot more than that that's responsible, but it's stuff like that that's part of the problem, I should say. So when you put out these messages to women that you shouldn't have children, or at least you shouldn't have children early in life, um, the only women that actually take that seriously, or at least follow through, are white women. Black and brown women will just have lots of children anyways, even if they do believe in the idea that your life will be better, because they don't listen to it. Um, so every time someone makes a video telling women don't have lots of kids when you're very, very young, or women having lots and lots of kids, it's better to not do that and instead get a job and make lots of money and become powerful. You're hurting the white race, and you're helping in the social Marxist globalist plot to replace us. In researching for this video, I saw that the Young Turks have made like 20, 30 videos about uh sorry, my hair is really messy today. Um just ignore that. But they made like 20, 30, yeah, bad hair day. But they made like 20 or 30 videos about oh, this test proves that people who wait later in life uh, to have children are happier, or test proves that 30 somethings without children are happier than 30 somethings with children. And yeah, I think this proves what I already kind of knew, which is that probably George Soros is what's giving that show money to run, because we know who's pushing white people to have less children, become smaller, and thus become easier to be replaced. We all know who's responsible for that, and I'm sure the Young Turks is that's where they get their money from, that group. I it and even if you say it's okay to have children, if you talk a lot about waiting until you get older to do that sort of thing, then that's definitely part of the problem. So if you're a woman, then obviously, if you wait until 35 to get married, then you're going to have a lot less eggs than if you get married at the age of 18. And that's part of feminism. Feminism is being promoted and being celebrated and being pushed by the social Marxist globalists as a way of hurting the Aryan race. It's as simple as that. All these different things, white privilege, pornography, masturbation, pushing straight white couples into stuff that's beneath them, like sodomy. It's all done by, and feminism, it's all done by these social Marxist globalists to hurt white people and bring white people down and make white people as easy to replace as possible. I that video in question, I know has been said a million billion times before, but it was so cringe, so awful. The jokes sounded like an alien attempting to make human jokes. Um, it just sounds like something like a sassy mom would say, like a buzzed, sassy, uh, liberal wine aunt would say to like her nephews and nieces, and she thinks she's really funny, but no one else in the room is laughing. That's just the kind of vibe I got with the whole video. Um, yeah. Um, maybe uh maybe I shouldn't smack talk my own family, but well, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do this, but I'm just gonna I'll leave it at this. My mom has told some really terrible jokes before, and this I feel like this is like this video is just like my mom at her very worst moment she's ever had. Sorry, mom. Um, but yeah, it we it really is so important. Obviously, immigration is important. Obviously, regulation on all these different things is important, like birth control, abortions, pornography, uh, online pornography. It's important, but we can't talk about feminism enough, or rather, talk about how bad feminism is enough. So, for men, we have a lot of different ways to help. We could become politicians, uh, workers, architects, um, all these different things. If we were in a proper country, uh, becoming a soldier or a police officer would be a respectable country. We're in a corrupt um, country. So in Minecraft, so in this Minecraft America, you might not want to become a police officer or a soldier. I wouldn't recommend it, but I think in an ideal world, in a good country, those career options would be respectable in my view. But for women, they have one way of becoming good and becoming responsible, becoming productive, and that's becoming a mother. I think a man can become a worker, an architect, a politician, a soldier, a police officer, and a woman can become a mother. Period. It's just that simple. If you're a woman, have children, as many white children as you can, if you're white. And yeah, that's just women's purpose. That's the justification for the existence of women, birthing us sons. Maybe I'm being a little bit too harsh. Uh, And then I wanted to talk about why I think women shouldn't be allowed to be president. So, when when I've seen women get really, really angry, oftentimes they rely on men to help them. Like in England and Germany and Australia, these really cocked nations, it's illegal to use hate speech. So it's illegal to say the truth about homosexuals or transvestites or um, well, I'm not going to say that last part. I'm not going to name. Uh, just joking, just joking, just joking, just having a little bit of fun. But in these countries, you're not allowed to criticize, tell the truth about homosexuals and transvestites. And I see these clips all the time of women getting angry at men uh, for doing so. And then what do? Do they attack them? Do they fight them? They call the police. They call a male police officer to arrest them for breaking the law. These women, they don't. Uh, they don't fight for themselves. They fight for. They don't use themselves to fight. They use the rules and the men to fight. I really like it how you see these women chanting defund the police, and then some guy like yells the N word, so then they call the police on him. I love that. I love that. That's good. Um, but yeah, so in the same way, if you get into a fight with a Jew or you name the Jew, um, you won't get uh, striked by Jews. You'll get striked by blacks and browns. If you insult a woman or hurt a woman's feeling, you won't get attacked by women. You'll get attacked by cucked men. Not to be like racist with that comment, but there's some things that just need to be said. Not to say that I hate black people or brown people. Just just saying what's on my mind. Just thinking out loud here, YouTube. Of course, I love them, and I'll give them this. They have good music. Um, but yeah, I think the real thing about women being president is you so with being with these with someone who has power, whether that be a general, an admiral, a president, a prime minister, a king, a senator, um, a representative, a governor, whatever we're talking about here. Uh, I think one of the biggest parts of their jobs is destruction. They declare wars, they execute people. In some cases, it's not execution, it's murder. For example, um, if it was back a while ago, like during JFK's time, a big part of the presidency would be trying to assassinate um, the Cuban dictator, um, Fidel Castro. So, yeah, assassinations of foreign enemies, executions, and war. That's what these kinds of men. That's what men in power do. Um, and that's just not a woman's field. Uh, I think Aryan men, if they're good, will spend their time destroying evil things. And I think Aryan women, if they're good, will spend their time creating virtuous things. In this case, creating virtuous white children, birthing virtuous white children. As a woman's job is to create and a man's job is to create and to destroy. And then also rule over said creations. Well, I think I'm going to end this show here. I guess I think I'll try to see you tomorrow if I can. Goodbye.